Welcome back, everybody, to the Most Okayest podcast. I want to thank everybody for joining in already. We really appreciate it. I'm here. My name is Tyler, along with my hosts, my co-hosts. I'm going to call them hosts from now on. I don't think they're co-hosts. They're our hosts because they've hosted their own episodes by themselves without me. So I give them applause. Garcia and Steven. How y'all doing today?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing great. How you doing, Garcia?
Oh, I'm good, man. It feels like Friday. It is our Friday, 4-day
It's your
weekend.
guys' Friday. It
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, but yeah, man, I'm good, bro.
That's good.
I'm feeling good. We got really good sleep last night. I took a nap today while he was on my chest. So we took a nap and
You
I'm
sound
feeling
refreshed.
good, bro. I'm
Yeah.
feeling really good.
So you sound awake.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
you do.
got tacos going upstairs, getting ready. Abby's going to make some good old guacamole.
Nice.
And we're going. Do you ever think guacamole is a Ponzi scheme by the Mexicans?
No, that's never once crossed
No.
my
What
mind.
the hell? No.
Because they give you you ask for a side of guacamole, and then you get free guacamole with your meal. Like, it's a Ponzi scheme. And I quoted that from Daniel Tosh, but I think about it more and more, and he's right. It's a damn Ponzi scheme.
I think the way they sell it, it is. Yes.
Exactly.
I could agree.
Huh.
I can agree.
Yeah.
Damn.
But I love me some good guac.
Good guac. Good guac. So, we usually start off with a question, and I don't know of a question today.
Oh, you didn't think of one?
No, and I was thinking about it all the way today, and then I fell asleep, and then I forgot. So we're gonna start off, and then we'll go back to a question.
All right, we'll do that.
We'll go back, because I thought of one, and I thought it was gonna be very controversial, but it's not. But it could be at the same time. So we'll move on from that one. So we're gonna start off without our normal, normal start, I guess. Excuse me. um, First off, congratulations to our host Steven on getting a job. Way to go, buddy.
Woo! And it's actually
Welcome.
not like a minimum wage job. It's actually like a real 40-hour job. Woo!
Way to go. Yay.
go, my guy.
It's not
You're
something
getting
to
there.
celebrate.
You're getting there.
Should have had it like
Hey,
10 years
all that
ago.
matters.
Also, I want to tell you, technically, we just passed the halfway mark of the season.
Yeah.
So you little shit wants to sit there and tell me that was 2 weeks ago. No, it fucking wasn't. Kiss my ass. There's 18 weeks. We just passed week 9.
That's like,
9 plus 9
who told
is
you
18.
that?
You said that. You did. We
When
were
did-
playing Call of Duty. You said, "Oh, we passed that a couple weeks ago." I said, "Remember, we're going to talk." I said, "We should talk about the mid-season awards." And you said, "Well, we already passed that."
Just stick it to him, didn't you?
Yeah, I did say that. I'm sorry.
Because remember, yeah, exactly. Because I said, "Oh, you're like, oh, you must have been tied up with something."
Dude, fuck you.
Exactly. All right, so let's just go into the what we're going to talk about first, the week 9 NFL games.
Week 9 stuff. Let's pull it up here. We got it up here. Yeah, this was a shit show. This is a shit show for records.
Yeah, it was a shit show, but we'll talk about that here shortly.
Yeah.
I just want to let everybody know that Big Daddy me is still in the lead, so you can all suck my ass.
Okay.
Okay, sure.
So, Steven, you have nowhere to talk. You're still far behind. Garcia at least has led a few weeks. I don't think
It
you
was
ever
about
have.
a month.
Yeah, Garcia led
Yeah.
a month. Yeah.
Yeah, so he at least has room to talk. You, I don't know.
I'm just looking forward to whatever punishment I get.
Yep.
Yep.
So we're gonna start with Thursday night game, Colts and Jets. I think Colts, they showed up. I mean, the Jets played really well. They put up 30 points with a third string quarterback. I know Mike White played a little bit, but what's his name? Josh Johnson or something like that came in.
Yeah, something
Played
like
really
that.
well. I believe that Jonathan Taylor is now without Derrick Henry. I believe he is the number 2 running back, probably behind Nick Chubb. I can't find another. I mean, Jonathan Taylor's putting up the numbers, but I still think Nick Chubb talent-wise is better.
Mm-hmm.
But Jonathan Taylor, I think, should win as long as he stays healthy, he should win the rushing title. And the Colts, they're sneaky good, I believe. I mean, yeah, they're the Jets, and the Jets looked pretty good. I think they looked okay.
They're gonna make picking this week hard. For
Yeah.
Sure.
But I think the Colts are sneaky good. Yeah, that was an interesting Thursday night game.
It was still competitive. I mean, that's all that really matters.
Excuse me.
Yeah, for the
Oh, yeah.
Jets to be competitive, yeah, I'd
Yeah.
say.
Yeah,
Good.
and yeah, I agree. I agree with both of y'all. Move on to the first upset that I believe is the first upset of the week is the Giants over the Raiders.
Oh, that's
Uh,
100% an upset. Like the Giants should not be beating the Raiders. I mean, it's good.
yeah,
I'm not going to complain about it, but yeah, that's definitely an upset.
well, it helps the the AFC West with Denver. Everybody is 5 wins now.
Yes,
Technically, the Broncos are in last place, but I mean that can change in 2 seconds, depending on how everybody does this week. Um, the only reason why is you're looking at it, and Raiders have a better home record, but the Chargers have the better away record, and I don't know that whole AFC West is just wonky to me. So yeah, that's good for us. Giants over the Raiders, and then that game that came down to the wire, Falcons at Saints. What'd y'all think of that game?
I honestly didn't think it was going to be that close.
Yeah, I didn't either.
I thought that one team was going to blow out the other. Like I know we all picked the Saints, but I mean, even if the Falcons were to win, I thought they would blow them out. It would be something like a 10, 14 point win. But the fact that it's a 2 point,
Saints defense,
yeah,
the Saints
just
defense
weird.
though is pretty good.
Yeah, they are. But I mean, I used to advocate for Trevor Siemian, and I got shit for it all the time.
You did.
And then, so I mean, when he went to go play here, I thought he was going to play the same way he played in Denver, and I was like, well, they're going to suck. But I mean,
But see, you got to think about the coaching staff too.
yeah.
Sean Payton versus Vance Joseph is two totally different coaches.
Oh, it's a Hall of Fame versus, yeah, it's a Hall of Fame coach.
Vance Joseph's doing a great job in Arizona though.
He's doing a good job.
Yeah,
he's a good job as a coordinator. He's not a good head coach.
Falcons wise, I mean, you look at what Matt Ryan's been doing. He's been playing really well.
Surprisingly, yeah. I mean, after they had that slow start, he's picked it up.
He's playing really well. I think they're not sneaky, but I think they're blow. What the hell am I trying to say? Their player, I guess. I don't know what to say. How the hell should I say this? Their blowout player, I guess, is Cordell Patterson. That dude's been playing out of his mind.
Oh yeah.
And he's receiving, running, everything.
And I mean the NFC South is another division where all the teams are in the race right now still.
Well, technically, yeah, and technically the Saints are in first.
Yeah.
Yep.
They are. Let me see. The National Football Conference. Yeah, the Saints. No, yeah, Saints are in first right now with Bucks right behind them. No, sorry. Saints losing put the Bucks back in first.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah,
that's right.
If they would have won, they would have been first.
Yeah. So I don't know. The Saints I feel like coming out of there, it's gonna be the Saints or Bucks, and then either one of those, and then possibly the Falcons could get a wild card.
That's a possibility if they keep playing well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the next one, the biggest upset I think of the whole week is the Jaguars over the Bills, 9-6.
Oh, I'd go bigger. I'd say this is the upset of the season. The Bills should have destroyed the Jaguars.
I can go with that.
And I mean, for them to not even get a touchdown, that's so bizarre. They're supposed to have this high-powered, high-flying offense, and they got outplayed. They got outplayed.
Dud. That was a straight-up dud.
Yeah. And Josh Allen, who was supposed to be part of the MVP conversation, didn't put up a touchdown at all. I mean, 2 interceptions. Yeah, I don't know. That's tough.
I mean, hopefully this gives the confidence to Jacksonville. So that way they can
Well, Trevor Lawrence, he went down with an ankle injury, so we'll see how that goes.
But I mean, if their defense can play that well against the Bills, I mean, I hope it gives them the confidence to at least make it competitive down the stretch.
Right.
Right. You don't ever want to see a team suck through the whole season. Like that's just sad.
And then that next week, Browns versus Bengals. Browns come on top 41-16. Baker Mayfield has himself a game.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, no one I think expected the Bengals just to get blown out like that, though.
Well, I mean, like the last few weeks, 2 weeks ago, we were talking about how the Bengals are the best team in the AFC. They have this potential to, do something, and then they get crushed, and then they get crushed again. Yeah, and it's like, well, now we're just back to mediocre Bengals, and it's like, okay. So
We'll see. Yeah, we'll see definitely how they step up from here and see if they can pull it back together. But I think the Browns are playing really well.
mhm.
That AFC North is going to be scary too.
Oh, I mean, they've
It,
already. I mean, if anybody has seen any of the graphics, I mean, it's already 3 teams from the North are almost guaranteed
yeah.
to be in. So
Well, and just looking at how potent. I mean, like you said, how potent that AFC North is. The Browns are playing great. The Ravens are out of this world. Um, and the Bengals, if they step it back up, they're going to be fine. And the Steelers aren't doing too bad either.
oh yeah, they're doing
So
good too. So
the next one you have the Patriots at the Panthers. The Patriots are playing really, really well.
oh, I agree with what Garcia said last week. Mac Jones is becoming the leader of that team. He's their guy.
Yep.
That kid's good.
I like that Ramondre Stevenson though too. He's playing really well.
Yeah, he is.
Rookie. Yeah,
I don't know if he's the lead back right now, but
he
I know they're
probably
doing
is.
running back by committee, but it's Stevenson. He's killing it, man.
That's usually how
Jeez.
the Patriots are though. They usually have
Yeah,
a running back by committee.
running back by
Um,
committee. Yep.
and then the Panthers, I think Sam Darnold is out because didn't he get injured?
Yeah,
Yes, and
he's.
Yeah.
PJ Walker is starting.
It's not a. I
Um,
think it's not a complete fracture, but it's a fracture.
Oh yeah, yeah. They said, "Oh God," I saw something on Twitter that said it's an incomplete fracture, and someone said that he can't even complete a fracture.
What?
He can't
Damn,
even- That was
That's
pretty funny.
that's fucking cold. Holy shit.
That's pretty
Um,
harsh.
Yeah.
I mean, what a turnaround for the Panthers, though. It's just like, ooh, we were talking about Sam Darnold being comeback player of the year and all this and that, and now it's just they're
Yeah.
back to being the Panthers.
Yeah, they're back to be the Panthers.
I think the Patriots are on a roll right now. The Patriots got they're clicking on all cylinders, and they may be a team to watch out of the AFC too. I don't think they'll make noise in the playoffs, but they may be, gearing up for a really good not rebuild, but they are really, building around Mac Jones. And I think they're really going to be a big team to watch for, especially in the offseason when free agency comes around. And then I think one of the bigger upsets too of the week was the Broncos over the Cowboys.
Oh yeah.
No one expected the Broncos to go in and shut them out until garbage time, which I will fully admit, if anyone wants to argue, that was straight garbage time that we left those touchdowns.
Oh yeah. I mean, we could have beat them 30-0 if we kept the intensity up. Yeah.
That was the upset of the week to me. You would have told me that last week. I would have been like, "You're a fucking liar."
I agree.
I would have been like, "Get the hell out of here."
See,
I would have
because
put money on that game. I would have bet $100 on that game.
In my mind, it's not an upset because this, like I've said it before. This is the team that they have. This is the team that they are.
But that's the thing, though. You're saying that this is the team, but you got to think about what they have done. The Cowboys have put up 40+ points every single game, averaging 40 points at home. And for Denver to go into home and
in Dallas,
yeah.
Dallas.
You got to think though too. Denver had a really good showing of fans. Like there was a huge sea of orange.
There was a lot of Broncos fans at that game.
So I mean, give them the benefit of the doubt on that one. But I would say the Cowboys losing that bad though too. I mean, I can understand if we beat them like 30-24 or 27-24. Okay, that's not really an upset. But we shut down this Dallas team that's supposed to be like one of the most potent offenses in the league.
Well, I mean,
we shut them down.
What defense showed up? Like what?
Yeah, I mean, well, look how they played last week with their backup. What's his name? Rush, that kid.
Yeah, Cooper Rush.
Cooper Rush.
I mean, yeah, they played great with a backup quarterback, and then Dak comes in, and Denver held them down. I mean, held them down. They had
I think
10 punts. They had 8 or 9 punts, something like that.
I think the biggest thing too was getting those 2 stops on 4th downs at the beginning of the game.
Oh yeah, those were huge.
Those were huge.
Yeah, those were
huge momentum because having Justin Simmons stick Zeke right at the line of scrimmage right there and shut his ass down. I think that was huge momentum. Even though we didn't do anything on that next drive, I think that changed the whole game because if they would have went down and scored 7-0, I don't think we would have won this game.
Probably not.
Teddy Bridgewater played great. He had some great passes to Tim Patrick that were holy crap amazing. That one over Trevon Diggs, beautiful. Mm-hmm. I fully agree that Javonte needs to be the number 1 back with Melvin coming in, being that 1-2 punch. Melvin is strong, but Javonte is stronger. Javonte is a man.
Yeah, I wouldn't take it away from Melvin at all. I mean, he still has a spot on this team, but yeah, Javonte needs to be the number 1.
I think unless Melvin takes that back role and says, I'll take a pay cut and but I want to stay here. He'll be the number 2 back if he stays. If he doesn't, I don't know what team wants him after this. I mean,
Yeah.
he's good. He's a great number 2 back, but I don't think he's a starter. Not like he was with the Chargers.
I mean, I think he could go to a team that's suffering, and he could be a starter. Like
He could.
suffering at running back.
Texans.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, we'll take him. We'll take him.
But I mean, if he's willing to be the team player and be that vet and be that presence for Javonte and be like, you need to do this, you need to do this, just coach him up when things do start getting rough. That's a bonus.
And I think too, having Terrell Davis always there on the side, like always there with practices and always there, like talking to him.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a huge thing for these two guys, is especially Javonte having an NFL legend coach him up. I mean, what else can you ask for? That's beautiful.
Yeah, and that one run, what was it, third quarter?
Yeah, he ran. That was a man run.
He had like 5 people on him.
Yeah, he's starting to have these man runs every single game.
Yep.
And I don't know. He's going to be a force to be dealt with here soon.
And
also, did you hear that Teddy Bridgewater, the Saints offered a 7th round pick for him?
Oh,
really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Now, see, but this is the thing though. I was listening to 850, and Dave Logan was like, "So we turned down a 7th round pick. What if that was like a 2nd or 3rd rounder?"
I mean, maybe for Teddy. I mean, that would be a good pick.
It would, but would you want to give up your starting quarterback like that?
Not really.
Not with your record. Not with where you're at right now. No.
Yeah, not right now. We're with that win, and then if we can win this week, I mean, we're right back in it. So, I mean,
your defense is clicking. Your offense is showing signs with Javonte.
And I mean,
you got something.
The few things that I do want to bring up before we move on to the next game, we're always going to miss Vaughn. Vaughn is one of the greatest linebackers to ever play the game. And if he does come back by some miracle once the season's over, that's cool. But that Cooper kid that we had, I mean, I didn't know he was a 7th round pick. The way he was playing, and
the reason why he was a 7th round pick because he had a heart condition or something like that.
Oh, he had a heart condition.
Yeah,
but I mean, he played his ass off. He played crazy.
He'll be a star.
Oh yeah,
he'll be a star.
And then I just wanted to bring it up to you guys. How long does this last? I mean, this worked because Shermer didn't play the way he normally plays. He wasn't predictable. And I mean, I know we talked about this, in private already. But I mean, how long until he gets a big head and he goes, I can run whatever I want? And then,
if he wins next week.
You think so?
If y'all can beat the Raiders or even the Chiefs, I think that's it.
Yeah.
That's the key.
We need to be able to beat the Chiefs, which I mean, right now with our defense, I think we can.
But
it all depends on how long Surtain is out for too.
Yeah, that's right. He is. Yeah, he got hurt.
Mm-hmm. So then again, we're Broncos. I think Cowboys are still a good team, especially in the NFC. But I think Denver really kind of showed the league that hey, we can beat someone that's big.
Yeah,
not just like the Giants or the Jets or anybody. We beat somebody,
and I mean,
I think that's good for their confidence.
Don't take it away from Dallas. Dallas is still going to be a 2nd or 3rd seed in the playoff standings. So,
yep. And then again, the Ravens again come down to overtime.
Yeah.
Ravens over the Vikings 34-31. I want to argue with anybody and everybody that thinks now that Lamar Jackson is not elite. This dude has led how many freaking comeback wins this year? He has played his heart out. He has more, I think, 100-yard rushing games than Mike Vick now. He's the man over there, and I can't wait to see what kind of contract this dude's gonna get. This dude is gonna get a contract this season.
Oh yeah, and I mean, to your point about people not calling him an elite, I mean, everybody has put roadblocks in front of him. He can't win a playoff game. Did that last year. I mean, he can't beat the Chiefs. He came in and beat Mahomes this year. So I mean, how many more roadblocks does the kid have to pass? Right.
And that's what I brought up. I brought that up a couple weeks ago. Is how many more times did they move the goalposts more and more for this kid to say, okay, you need to do this now. Oh look, he threw the ball deep. Oh, you need to do this now. Oh, look, he led a comeback. Oh, you need to do this now. Oh, he won a playoff game. Oh, you need to do this. What else does he need to do to show people that he's a legit quarterback? I mean, this dude puts up passing numbers. This dude puts up rushing numbers. Like, what else does he need to do? I feel like he's good. I feel like there's nothing really more. I mean, of course, there's a lot he can always do.
Yeah, you can always get better. Yeah.
Yeah. But to prove to people, I think he's proven what he needs to prove.
Yeah, he's definitely up there in the next generation of elite quarterbacks.
The Vikings, they're trying.
They definitely are, and I mean, you can't take it away from the Vikings. That they put up a good effort against a really, really good team, and they almost beat them. So, speaking of, I mean, are we going to talk about the Dalvin thing? Did you guys hear
We'll talk about that later.
Talk about later.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Dolphins over Texans 17-9. Meh.
The Texans just suck. They're so bad.
Meh. That's all I can say is meh. The Dolphins suck too. But
the Dolphins suck too. But I mean,
no, they're trying to get a top 3 pick. So
yeah, I think they're
all right, Garcia. If they get a top 3 pick, what position needs to be filled immediately? If Deshaun Watson doesn't get traded, and they say, okay, Deshaun, you're clear to play.
But Deshaun doesn't want to play.
Okay. So do they need to go after a quarterback, or do you think that you guys can find a quarterback somewhere in free agency, or stick with Davis Mills and go find what other position do you think they need?
If they get a top 3 pick, go for a quarterback. And I would either pick the quarterback from Ole Miss or from Liberty University.
I like those picks. I like the kid from Ole Miss. Yeah, I like that kid a lot.
That guy has a freaking arm, man.
Oh boy. Steven,
we
need to watch college football so we can have a draft analysis, boy. I swear to God.
We do. When I saw him, I forgot who he played a couple weeks
back. The
back.
Broncos had like 5 people there at their game. Did you see that? 5 scouts or whatever at the Ole Miss game? Because Ole Miss has like, I think 3 or 4 players that can go in the top 20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's what I think is going to happen, right? I think Houston will legit get a top 3 pick. They'll draft a quarterback. But they're also going to barter with other teams that have maybe a top 5, top 10 pick for Deshaun.
Ooh, that's a good. And so get 2 top. Yep.
2 top 10 picks.
I can see that. I can definitely see that happening.
Maybe trading with Philly, because Philly has, I think, 3 first-round picks this year.
Especially with that trade from Indy for Carson Wentz. Yep.
So there's some really good moves I could see happening, and it was a smart move for them to keep Deshaun, because we can ask for 3 first-round picks.
Yep.
During the draft. So.
Yep. Chargers over the Eagles. I kind of agree with Steven that now I'm starting to see that Chargers. I mean, the Eagles are good, but the Chargers, I mean, they're a
middle of the road team.
They're okay.
Right. Yeah, they're good enough to beat good teams, but they're bad enough to lose to the bad ones.
Yeah.
So it just depends. It depends on the weekend for the Chargers.
That was a good game. I personally thought that was a solid game.
Oh, it was a fun game to watch.
Yeah. Next game, Chiefs over the Packers. I think Jordan Love tried, but I just don't think he's the answer when Aaron Rodgers leaves.
No, they have to definitely not ready.
Yeah. I think Aaron Rodgers sat there at home, was like, "Told y'all, motherfuckers, you guys want me to leave, huh?" But the Chiefs only put up 13 points is still kind of iffy for me too.
And I'd say that's the bigger concern out of this game isn't the fact that the Packers lost; it's the fact that the Chiefs only scored 13.
Yeah. Next game, Cardinals over the 49ers 31-17. The Cardinals, I think, proved to everybody that they are the number 1 team in the league. They went in there without their starting quarterback, without DeAndre Hopkins, without all these guys, and they still put an ass whooping on the 49ers.
It was that good old boy. Good old boy, Colt McCoy.
Colt McCoy, that's right.
That's crazy, dude. Like if you'd have told me that Colt McCoy was gonna come in and play like that, I'd have fucking thought you were bullshitting me.
He also did it for when he was in Washington too. When he came off the bench for a couple games, he did the same thing.
He's a great off the bench player for a couple games. If he starts,
absolutely,
man. But if he comes off the bench, he's a great backup.
Oh, he's definitely a good.
What a life, though. What a life! Come in, play a couple games, get paid a good amount of money, and then
just go home,
sit down again.
Yep. It's just
another upset of the week is the Titans over the Rams.
What a game!
Where do you guys put the Titans at now? Like AFC wise, where do you guys put them?
I'd say they could make it in the wild card. They're definitely not
Titans.
Wow.
I think the Colts are better. To be honest, I really do.
The Titans are. The Titans are 7-2.
I think the Colts are better. I think the Titans are
4-5.
Wow.
I think the Titans will lose a couple games going down the stretch.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I think that they're not. I think they're not going to last without. They're not.
They just beat one of the number 1 teams without Derrick Henry.
But it won't last. It won't last. That's the thing that I'm saying.
That defense.
I think they'll be the team to beat in the AFC. I think they'll
that's
overtake
definitely the
number
team.
one.
I think they're the number one seed in the AFC right now. I mean, they are the number one seed in the AFC
they
right now.
are.
But I think they're the number one team in the AFC right now too.
They are, but I don't think they can survive another 9 weeks without Derrick Henry. And
I don't know.
Spot.
That running back by committee looked good.
Yep, that running back by committee looked really good. It looked really good. That's a tough one.
AP did what he was supposed to do, man.
Hey, man, powered it in, did his thing.
Yep. You could take that hot take with you. I mean,
no, that's a hot take from you, not from us.
Well, no. I'm saying that's what I'm saying. You could take it, and you could not agree with me, but I'm saying.
Okay. We'll see where they end up in this season. Yeah.
That's
now
good.
I'm a Titans fan. I'm a Titans fan now.
And then Oilers.
Yeah, and then last game of the week, Steelers over the Bears 29-27, went down to the wire.
Justin Fields played amazing.
I fell asleep during the fourth quarter.
I mean, did he play amazing though, Steven?
I mean, with what he's got,
291, 1 touchdown interception. I mean, he has some pretty good receivers.
So. I'd say Allen Robinson fell off. He should have been
Darnell
traded.
Mooney's starting to come up.
Mooney's better.
He is.
I'd say
Marquise Goodwin.
Mooney's better than Robinson right now.
I'd say Mooney has Marquise Goodwin still playing. He had 1 reception for 50 yards.
Is Komet hurt or is he their starter?
Komet's their starter. He had 6 receptions for 87 yards.
Yeah.
They have pretty good running back committee too. Dave Montgomery, Herbert. They have a pretty good running back committee back there.
Mm-hmm.
But Roethlisberger played pretty good. Najee Harris, I think, like I've said, Najee Harris can be the reason why they win or lose. 22 carries for 62 yards. I mean, that's insane. And then I also think the reason why they win or lose is if TJ Watt does his thing. TJ Watt had 3 sacks. I mean, that man's a man right there. That's a badass right there. Okay, so go over the game. We went over the games. What's your guys' game of the week?
I mean, I'm a little biased, but I mean, watching the Broncos beat up on the Cowboys is great.
We're not going. No, go. Besides your biasness, go to some other game.
Vikings Ravens. It was a good game. It was an entertaining game to watch. Like, I went back and I sat and I watched it because I mean, we didn't get to watch it here because we had the Bronco game on. So
I mean, you could watch the end of it. They had the end of it on.
I went back and I watched the whole thing. So I was.
Of course, you did.
Slut. It was a good game, man.
What about you, Garcia?
I'm gonna have to go with the Rams and Titans.
That's the one. Yep, I was gonna agree with that one. Yep,
it gave me that feel of when that Super Bowl back then.
Yeah,
as a kid watching that Super Bowl, just seeing them two play, I'm like, oh my god, this is a good game.
It was a great game. Yeah, I don't know. I just think the Titans they have the weapons right now. I mean, even without Derrick Henry, I think they still have pretty good weapons. But I digress. So let's talk. You guys want to talk about a little bit of Dalvin Cook stuff now? I really do kind of want to talk about if you guys saw the Jokic thing too. I kind of want to dig into that a little bit. But other than that, if we want to move on, or we can talk about those couple things, and then we can move on to the next segment.
Well, let's go over our fantasy picks real quick. And
sorry. Duh, I'm stupid. Jesus, way to go, co-host. You're supposed to keep me on track, yeah, dummy. Okay, so
there we go.
So we're going over the picks. Let's see. Oh, like we told everybody, our picks were garbage.
Yeah, they weren't great.
Myself and Diver tied 6 and 8. This is, I think, our first time that we've had all of us go losing. Have losing records.
Oh yeah,
6 and 8.
Records.
Yeah, and then you were what, 5 and 9, Steven?
5 and 9. Garcia was 4
Garcia's
and 10.
4 and 10. What a drop off for Garcia.
Yeah, man.
So I'm looking at our fantasy team, and if you look at the total, it's not too bad. But
the individual play looks pretty terrible. Yeah.
You look at the top
highest too.
It is our second highest, I believe.
Yeah.
But you look at the top 3. I mean, Josh Allen 32 and 2, and remember everybody, this is our league. Different. We scored it a little bit different this year, for a little bit higher scoring. But in all reality, it hasn't been that high of scoring in our leagues either.
Oh, not really.
But Jonathan Taylor 52. He held us up. Alvin Kamara 24.5, Cooper Kupp 14.5, Deebo Samuel 8.5. Way to go, Garcia! You chose that one.
Yeah.
I want to point out that I chose Jonathan Taylor. So praise.
Good pick.
All praise to thy.
But you also picked CeeDee Lamb.
I did.
So,
That's true. So technically, I still, if you take away those 3 points, I still
it balances out.
yeah.
Yeah.
Darren Waller 12.5, CD Lamb of course 3, Bills 15, and Nick Folk 3.3, which is an odd number.
It's a weird number, yeah.
165.55.
I mean, nobody can hold the CeeDee Lamb thing against you. I mean, going into last week, any sane person would have thought that CeeDee Lamb was going to have a day. So.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so
overall good stuff. I like that 165, second highest. I can live
not
with
too
that.
bad. Not too bad.
bad.
Let's get a better one this week, why don't we?
Yeah, a little bit better.
What else y'all got before we go into the second segment?
Let's bring up the Dalvin stuff. Let's bring up the Dalvin, the
Okay.
Jokic, and let's go into the segment afterwards.
So Dalvin Cook was named in a lawsuit for domestic abuse, domestic problems, all that stuff.
Violence,
so I'm not going to go too in depth. I read a little bit into it, but again, it's proven innocent until proven guilty. So
I mean, he also counterfiled to say that he was the victim too. So
he did. So this will be an interesting turn of rolling of events here soon. But we'll see how this plays out. From what I've read about Dalvin, he's a really good guy. So I don't know if I believe it, but behind closed doors, people do change.
Yeah,
so
people are entirely different. So
yeah. So we'll see how that goes. I mean, that can't ruin the Vikings' already ruined season. So I mean,
yeah, it's not going to do. Yeah.
It's like Deshaun Watson. Like, what's that going to do?
It's a very similar situation as Deshaun.
It
You're
is
innocent until proven guilty. The only difference is that Dalvin's playing.
Yeah. Yep, Dalvin will play. I believe if Deshaun had this issue on any other team, though, he'd be playing.
Right.
I just think it's how the Texans handled it and handled everything else.
Yeah, I think it's just because he hates the team.
I agree.
Fuck you, Texans.
Fuck you, Texans.
And then, the if anybody watches the NBA, there was a huge issue 2 nights ago with Nikola Jokic going after. This is why I wish we could do video, because I'd bring up the footage and show everybody. But Nikola Jokic got fouled by Markieff Morris. I believe it's Markieff or Marcus.
Yep,
Markieff.
it is.
Let's see. Let me see. I can see if I can bring it up on.
It's one of the Morris brothers.
I'm gonna try to bring it up real quick.
You're good, Steven, because we're pretty far. It's still showing the fantasy team, so we're okay. I'll describe it.
I haven't moved it yet. Just type it in.
It's okay because we got to talk about it anyway, because people that are hearing it won't see it.
Yeah.
So Markieff goes into Jokic, and don't type any P's there, Steven, because we might be scared that something will pop up.
This is the podcast one, not mine. So
I mean, still,
Steven, we don't need to bring it up. Just put it down. It's fine.
It's fine. Whatever. There it is. It exists now.
Oh my god.
That's a clip. For anybody who cares. Anybody who can see it, that's the clip.
Yeah, so you can go on SportsCenter anywhere and find it. Like I said, Jokic goes in, Markieff hits him, and if you watch the footage, it really looks like Markieff does try to take him out a little bit, but Jokic is a big dude, and then Jokic goes after him and puts his shoulder into his back and lays him out. Markieff plays a great acting role, which I believe should be nominated for an Emmy. But I'm going to defend Jokic. He's literally my favorite player in the league right now. And Markieff plays this. I'm watching it. Markieff plays this great Emmy freaking role and says, "Oh, I'm so hurt now." But this dude has done it plenty of times before. And now the Morris brothers want the smoke with the Jokic brothers, which is the dumbest thing ever, because they're like, "Oh, they don't want these Miami streets." Yet these dudes are from Serbia and they fight for a living. So if you guys I'm telling you guys, if you guys ever get a chance, anybody listening, and you, especially you two, go look up the Jokic brothers. They are big boys. Like these two, they're bigger and taller than Jokic, and one of them, I mean, is a scary motherfucker. Like this dude is huge.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't want the smoke with him. Jokic is not scared of anybody. I'm really proud of him for, he may got suspended. But I'm proud of him for, he's getting tired of people picking on him, and it's time for him he's stepping up, and he's the MVP, and he does his thing. So
kudos on his name.
Yeah, and kudos to him. And when everybody's like, "Oh, it's a cheap shot," Shaq and Chuck said it best. They said on NBA on TNT or whatever, they said, "You hit me, you better not turn your head because I'm coming swinging."
Yeah.
I mean, and they played in an era where you hit them, you better get ready to get swung on.
Oh yeah,
And people now are just bitches. I think they're just a bunch of bitches.
Oh well,
With Jokic, I mean, he's a pretty calm player too, man. Like you mess with him, like I'd be almost scared. Like that's like a sleeping giant. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, damn, dude.
And I mean, really, like that's just something that is so. It's something that struck me when I saw the clip for the first time. I was like, "You're the one who instigated. Why are you being a bitch?"
Exactly.
Like,
Well, he always does.
You have a lot of Miami people. Miami are like calling for their heads and this and that, and they don't want the smoke in Miami. Miami said that we have the thing circled on November 29th, blah blah blah. It's like you already know the Jokic brothers already bought 2 tickets. They're ready to go. They're not scared to get arrested. They're not scared for that shit. They'll defend their brother to their dying breath, and they'll do what they got to do. Jokic did what he has to do. Morris has done this his whole life, where they've both done it. They both played these cheap ass shots, and they've never been retaliated on until Jokic, and now everybody's crying like a little bitch, and they're sad. So good on Jokic, way to go. They play tonight. He has his 1-game suspension, and he'll be back next game. So I'm very passionate about that.
I know
subject,
you are.
by the way.
I'm with you there, man.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
I know.
I'm a big Jokic fan and a big Nuggets fan. So, all right. Well, other than that, y'all want to take a little break real quick and then come back?
Yep. Let's take a nice little 2-minute break here. We're gonna go get a drink, use the bathroom.
Yep.
And then we'll be right back. So give us 2 minutes. We'll talk to you guys. Then.
All right. Welcome back, everybody, to the Most Okayest podcast. I don't know why I say that so fast. The Most Okayest. You know when you sing the ABCs, it's like A, B, C, D, and you get to LMNOP. It's really fast, like LMNOP.
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. What's your favorite letter of the alphabet?
That's a good question for this week. Mine is C.
For cunt.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. So we're gonna make some predictions. I have Diver's predictions right in front.
Oh, good.
Yeah, he sent them yesterday because he's really into it now. Because I saw his interaction and he's very into this week.
Yes, he is. I saw.
He wants to beat me. He can beat me off with 2 hands any day he wants. I hope he listens to this because I see that mustache boy and that shit is boy. He looks worse than you, Garcia. That shit looks terrible. He looks like a 5-year-old with a mustache. That's what he looks like.
God.
All right. So week 10. So after this, we'll do our midseason. We'll do our fantasy picks, and then
we'll talk about Spider-Man leaks.
Oh, we can talk about Spider-Man leaks now, huh?
Yeah, we can talk about it. I'm still not showing anything, jackass.
Jesus Christ. I'll show it. I don't give a shit what they can do to me. Sue me? For what? Everybody else has done
Show it on your own stuff.
And I still got the 4 downs, too. I got it.
Downs, yeah.
All right. So we're going to start with the Thursday night game tomorrow. Ravens at Dolphins. This is a no-brainer. I'm going Ravens.
Ravens.
Yep, Ravens.
And if anybody in the, viewing this, if you guys want to join in, have your picks read, we'll definitely read those off, and we'll see how y'all do.
Yep.
What
about Diver?
Sorry, I was reading the chat room. It said that Garcia somehow enabled emote-only mode for the channel. How he did that?
Yeah, it happened a while ago.
Really?
I'm kidding. I'm kidding, Garcia. I love you. All right, where's Divers? Diver is right here. Ravens.
Okay, so all the rest is good. That works.
Yep. Saints at Titans. Fuck you, Steven. I'm going Titans.
Yeah, I'm still going Titans too.
I'm going Titans.
Yeah, I'm still going Titans.
No, you don't get to do that.
Why not?
Because all the shit you just talked about them. No. Fuck you.
I said they're going to lose a few games down the stretch. This isn't one of those games they're going to lose.
I hate you. Okay, Bills at Jets.
What about Diver's pick? You're the one who's responsible for this. Okay.
Titans, suck my ass.
All right.
Bills at Jets. I gotta go Bills.
Who the fuck knows now? Who has any idea now?
Bills.
Yeah, fuck it. Bills are gonna win this game.
And he picked Bills too.
Watch not Sam Darnold. Watch Josh Allen come out and fucking go another week without a touchdown.
I think they're pissed.
I hope so. I'd feel insulted.
All right. Lions at Steelers. Pittsburgh.
Yeah, Pittsburgh.
He went Pittsburgh.
Alrighty. This is an easy week so far.
Jags at Colts.
Colts.
Oh, we're about to get into the nitty gritty here after this game. The Bucks at Washington. He went Colts. Did I say he went Colts?
No,
he
not
went
yet.
Colts.
Okay.
Yeah, he went Colts. Bucks at Washington. Buccaneers.
Bucks should win, yeah.
He went Bucks. Yep. All right. The Browns at the Patriots.
What a good game. Let's go.
I have faith in Mac Jones. I'm going Patriots.
Same. I got the Pats.
I'm going Browns.
Woo!
Diver went Browns too.
Damn, even split.
Well, Diver's a fucking Ohio boy. I wouldn't doubt it. Fucking weird ass.
All right. Falcons at Cowboys.
Cowboys. I think they're pissed.
Yeah, I think they're pissed for sure.
Taking the boys. Yeah, I'm taking the boys. Diver went Cowboys too. All right. And then the Panthers at the Cards.
Cards.
Yeah, I think
Cards.
it's the Cardinals.
Vikings at Chargers. He went Cards.
God. The Vikings could win this game.
I'm going to go Chargers.
I'm going Chargers.
Yeah, I'm going to go with you.
Go Vikings, you pussy.
No, fuck you. I can't fall any further.
Chargers. He went Chargers too.
Okay.
Now this next game is interesting, depending on if Aaron Rodgers plays or not, because Russell Wilson is playing this game.
I thought because he was unvaccinated, he was out for 2 weeks no matter what.
No, he can time if he goes. He can go to practice on Saturday.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. If Aaron Rodgers plays, this is an easy Packers.
Yep.
Then.
Oh, are we allowed to change?
Are we allowed to change it on Saturday?
Yes.
I don't know. That's y'all's call.
I mean,
depending on who,
I
might.
No, I'm gonna make it definitive. It has to be information we have right now.
Okay, so Diver's going Packers.
I'm going Seahawks.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Seattle too.
Let me see, because I have Rodgers on my league, so I'm gonna see, or on my team. I'm gonna see what they say if they said anything about him yet. Let me see.
No news.
Nothing yet. Rodgers said Tuesday's appearance on the Pat McAfee show that he's confident he'll clear all COVID-19 protocols in order to play Sunday against the Seahawks. Since Rodgers is following the protocol for unvaccinated players, he won't be able to return to the Packers facility any earlier than Saturday, 10 days after he initially tested positive for the virus. Based on Rodgers' comments, he doesn't seem to be exhibiting any symptoms of the virus, but in order to be eligible to play, he'll still need to turn in consecutive negative test results at least 24 hours apart by the end of the 10-day period. Because of the timing of his placement on the reserve COVID-19 list, Rodgers won't be able to take part in practice this week, but he'll continue to stay on top of Packers' game plan virtually while gradually picking up the intensity of his conditioning work.
So they'll test him Friday and then they'll test him Saturday.
Oh God. You guys went Seahawks?
I went Seahawks with the information I got right now.
Oh fuck! Is this a hill I'm willing to die on? Because if it's wrong and Rodgers comes back Sunday, this is gonna be because we're all gonna be like fuck, and if he doesn't come back, we're like, yeah, fuck you, Diver. But fuck it, I'll roll with y'all, Seahawks.
Right,
we win together. We ride together. We make fries together.
All right.
Talking about that, have y'all seen the TikToks I've been sending y'all?
Yes, every single one.
Yeah,
every single one.
Have you seen the which one is that? Is that the gang? Is it Gang Beast? No, not Gang Beast. Which one's that one? I can't remember. I'll see what it is. But yeah, those are funny. Okay, Eagles at Broncos.
I think we carry momentum over. Yeah.
I think I'm going Broncos. I think Jalen Hurts still has a good game, but I'm Broncos. And he went Broncos too.
Alrighty.
All right. Chiefs at Raiders.
Raiders.
I'm going Raiders on that. Yeah, he went Raiders too. And then Rams at 49ers. I got to go Rams.
Yep.
All right. So do you want to do our fantasy picks real quick?
Diver go Rams?
Yep, he did.
All right, let me pull this up here too.
Yeah, let's go fantasy.
I would say Ravens. I'm going Lamar Jackson at quarterback.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
let's see. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Either we could do that or Tom Brady at Washington, but I think Lamar's just having a good.
Yeah, I think Lamar's having a good season.
Yeah, I think he carries that momentum too.
Yeah, I say Lamar Jackson. Running back, I mean, the Colts against the Jags. I mean, Jonathan Taylor's gonna have another week, so
We gotta go. You gotta keep Jonathan Taylor on there. I like it. I like it. I like it.
I'm gonna go out on a limb. I'm gonna throw
Javonte.
I'm gonna say Javonte. Javonte.
Yep, let's go, baby. Yep. Let's go, baby.
Javonte.
Yes, I like that. I like that pick. I like that pick. Garcia, you can go fuck yourself. You
man, fuck you. Hey, how many yards did he have last week?
Yeah,
111.
111, yeah.
On how many carries?
9?
No, not 9. You fucking idiot.
Hold on.
Jesus
let me look.
Christ. It's right here.
I'm looking.
17.
Oh, I had 17.
Ooh.
Melvin had 21 on. He had 80 for 21 carries. No, we're going Javonte. If you have another pick, pick, make it a flex. Okay, make it a flex.
Make it a flex. All right. I'm with y'all.
Slut.
Whatever.
Wide receiver this week. You think Godwin against the Washington football team?
Godwin?
No, absolutely.
No, Godwin hasn't done much, man. You know who I actually want to do that Russell's coming back is Lockett.
Lockett? Yeah, I can see that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You definitely see that against the Packers.
Yep.
We want to do that? Tyler Lockett?
Yeah, go Lockett. Go Lockett.
All right.
And then I want to say Cooper Kupp as our other receiver.
Rams versus the Niners? Yeah. We gonna stick with Cooper?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Tight end.
You have my tight end any day you want.
Ooh.
Pitts?
Pitts.
I did this last time where I said Pitts and he fucking scored only like 5 points, I think.
Hey, you fucking trash.
The guy scored 3.
Or whatever it was.
We could also go and just be safe with Kelsey. Or
he hasn't been doing shit though.
But you think about it though, I mean, it says he hasn't, but he put up.
I'd be more inclined to go with Waller against that Chiefs defense though.
Ooh, we were gonna do that. I like that.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
I like that one.
Yep.
Let's
roll with that one.
You want to run with that?
Okay. Yep.
All right, Garcia, who's your fucking flex player?
Whenever y'all want him, okay?
No, you picked. So you wanted it. You said, "Oh, we're gonna go Javonte." Well, pick a flex player. Damn it.
Patterson
against Cowboys.
Yep.
Cordero.
Yep.
That could work.
I can roll with that.
Yeah,
I can roll with that.
That could work. Patterson. Yeah, my
defense
sucks. Defense. Fuck.
We can either go Steelers versus Lions put up some numbers. I could either say the Bucks defense versus Washington, or the Ravens defense versus the Dolphins, or the Cardinals defense versus the Panthers.
I like the Cardinals against the Panthers.
Cards.
Yeah. Cards. Okay.
Kicker.
Let's check out the kickers. All right, available. We could go. We're not going Nick Folk again. I swear to God, you people.
No.
We can go Tucker, McManus. We can go Carlson with Las Vegas.
I don't think Tucker would be a bad pick this week.
Yeah, do it.
Miami? Yeah, let's do it.
Miami.
Do it.
McManus after the last few weeks, I'm kind of wary. Justin Tucker. All right. So we got Lamar, Jonathan Taylor, Javonte Williams, Tyler Lockett, Cooper Kupp, Darren Waller, Cordero Patterson, the Cardinals, and then Justin Tucker.
You know how I feel about our fantasy team is that we're always a mix of races. We're not just on one. I feel like we're very inclusive with everybody.
Very diverse.
We have a diverse fantasy team.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, dinner's ready. Tacos are ready.
Tacos.
Let's do this next section real quick. Let's do this section real quick. Let's do the midseason, and then we'll do the 4 downs, and we'll get out of here. Okay. So let's start off with just the regular midseason picks or midseason awards. We'll just go through the big ones real quick. Coach of the year.
Coach of the Cardinals.
Kingsbury.
Kingsbury. Yeah, that's right.
Okay. I agree with that one. I have to actually agree with that one. That's actually a good one. All right. MVP.
Matt Stafford.
Way to go! You saw that on Instagram, you
I
dingleberry.
did, but I still agree with it.
I'm going.
Either him or Lamar.
I'm going Brady right now.
I'm going Brady.
Okay.
Offensive player. If Derrick Henry wasn't hurt, I'd say Derrick Henry.
Yeah, I'd say Derrick Henry.
Unfortunately,
Go with Cooper Kupp.
Yeah, I'd say Cooper
Kupp. Yep.
Yeah.
I agree. Defense player. I'm still going Aaron Donald.
Yeah, I'd say Aaron Donald. I was gonna say I just said Diggs a few weeks ago, but he's been really quiet since like week 6.
Offensive rookie.
Offensive rookie.
I might go on a limb. I'm gonna say Javonte right now.
You freaking biased.
I really like that, but I gotta go with Mac Jones.
Yeah, Mac Jones.
I actually kind of agree with Mac Jones. I'm not gonna lie. I like Javonte, but I agree with Mac Jones.
Yeah.
Either that or Jamar Chase kind of fell off, but I don't think that's his fault. I think it's more of a quarterback thing. But I'll say Mac Jones with Jamar Chase right there. Defensive rookie.
Pat Surtain. He doesn't have.
I'd say Surtain is playing really well.
He doesn't.
I'd say,
he doesn't have the picks, but he's been locking people down.
Yep, I agree with that.
Oh, Micah Parsons.
It's not a bad one.
It's not a bad one either. Yeah.
All right, and then am I missing any? Comeback player. I say Carson Wentz.
Yeah, Carson Wentz. Right as of right now. Yeah.
I'd say Dak Prescott.
There's also that. That is a good. That is yes, that's valid.
Not a bad one. I like that one. All right, Garcia. Let's get these 4 downs out of the way so I can eat some freaking tacos.
Alrighty, man.
First down.
Downs. Okay, cool. First down. Huge shout out to ESPN, Sports Illustrated, and FakeTeams.com. All right, first down. Browns were the first team since 1967 with an interception return for a touchdown, a receiving touchdown, and a rushing touchdown, all for over 60-plus yards.
That's a neat fact.
That's
cool.
That's an interesting fact. Way to go.
Yep.
All right,
there it
second
is.
down.
Per ESPN, since tracking began in 2009, no player has finished a game with 0 completions and multiple picks from outside the pocket until Sam Darnold did it on Sunday.
I knew it. He can't even complete a fracture. Let's go.
Third down. Y'all are going to love this one. I know you're going to love this shit. Are we sleeping on the Denver Broncos defense?
Goddamn right you are.
Hey, check this out. Broncos defense is ranked top 10 in every important defensive category. Additionally, they are just one of 3 teams that rank in the league's top 10 when it comes to defending the run, allowing 98.3 yards per game. 2, pass, 223 yards per game, and then their total defense, they're allowing 321.8 yards per game. The most important stat of them all is points allowed, where Denver ranks 17 points per game. It's the second best mark in football right now.
Damn,
and they are ranked 3rd best defense in the AFC.
Damn.
Right?
Nice.
So AFC West, we all know they're very close, almost landlocked. LA Chargers are tied with the Raiders at 5-3. Chiefs and Broncos tied at 5-4. If the Broncos want to make any major moves, right, stating the obvious here, but they have to win their divisional games, obviously it would propel them in the standings. That's third down.
Nice.
Damn.
That's a good one.
Suck you off right there. That was good.
Yeah, I figured you'd like that.
I do.
Here's my hot take, right? I'm calling it now.
Hot take.
New England Patriots will make some noise, and they will overtake first place in the AFC East at the end of the season.
Shit.
They're currently
like it.
That's my call. Currently, they're 5-4, but they have an AFC conference record of 4-1. I think Bill Belichick will work his magic and get this team to the playoffs with their 4th ranked defense in the AFC.
Oh, shit.
Damn.
God damn, bro. You are fucking good. All right, before I leave, quick question. Where does Odell sign?
KC.
I say Green Bay.
I say Green Bay or New England.
I can see that.
I could see Green Bay.
Yep.
I can see Green Bay number 1, New England 2.
All right, boys. Well, if y'all want to talk about the
Yeah,
Spider-Man,
I'm gonna talk about it real quick.
yeah, you have fun. I'm gonna be on Twitch, but I'm gonna go eat some tacos.
Okay.
Sounds
That
good.
sounds good. So everybody, thank y'all for joining. I appreciate y'all. We did not get to the banter that we usually do, but if y'all are on later, hit me up.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, I'll talk to y'all later.
All right, we're almost done here, so it's gonna be me and Garcia to the end.
Let's do it.
Did you see the leaks? Did you see them?
I did when they first came out, and I couldn't believe what the fuck I saw. I wasn't gonna tell you guys anything because I didn't want to spoil anything, but
and
of
that's
course.
that right here. Before we move forward, that is what we're gonna tell everybody listening. If you don't know about the spoilers, you don't want to know about the spoilers,
get off now.
Thank you for tuning in. We really appreciate you guys. We'll talk to you later.
Yep, get off now about what we're about to talk about.
But yeah, we'll give them 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Holy shit!
Yep, that's
Fucking
exactly
Christ,
what
dude.
I'm thinking. What the fuck?
Yeah, Matt Murdock.
What's his name? Charlie Cox, the actor?
Yeah, Charlie Cox.
Man, bring it,
dude.
Let's go.
Okay,
Talk about my favorite Marvel show right there.
So to tamp it down just a little bit, but then maybe throw more fuel on it. The leak was initially put out by John Campea. He's a YouTuber and he's like an industry insider. You can go follow him on Twitter. You can go check out his YouTube videos. I guess initially he posted them. God, what's today? Today's Wednesday, so it would have been Monday night. Initially he posted them Monday night. Then I guess I saw his video talking about it. Apparently he said he got a call from somebody who said that those might be real, you might want to take them down, so he deleted them right away, but I mean, the damage had already been done, you know?
Too late.
I guess he's had a few other discussions, they might be real, so...
Yeah.
And I mean, John Campea is a decent guy, he doesn't leak stuff ever, he hypes things up, you know, he'll let you know when a trailer's coming, he'll let you know when stuff is, he doesn't like spoiling things for people. Which is why he had his watermark on these pictures, because... you know, he thought they were fake, and then somebody told him, yeah, you might want to take them down. The fact that we might have Charlie Cox reprising his role as Daredevil, and then I saw all these things on Twitter about the Toby and Andrew picture with Tom, where they were cross-referencing other photos and all this stuff, and they were saying that, you know, they have the same tears in their suits and stuff and all this other thing, you know, like for Tom Holland, he's got the same scarring and all that on his face. And I'm sitting there and I'm just listening to these people talk about it, and I'm like, these could be real. Like, it'll be the biggest disappointment if they don't show up in the trailer. I mean, I think if Charlie Cox is in the movie, he won't show up in the trailer at all. Maybe. No. But I think that if Toby and Andrew don't show up in the trailer and then they're actually in the movie, I'm going to be kind of disappointed, because I would have loved to see it happen. Because at this point, we all know they're going to be in the movie, right? Like, it's...
Right. It's obvious.
Yeah. there's so much pointing to it. So, I mean, it technically wouldn't be a spoiler or anything when we saw, like, to know about it before, because everybody knows it's happening. But if the photo is to be believed, and that photo is real, I mean, that looks like it's part of the end battle at the end of the movie, whatever that fight's going to be. And I'm all for it. Like, I am so for seeing Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire back in the Spider-Man suits alongside Tom Holland fighting what appears is going to be, because of the poster, you got Green Goblin, you can have Electro, you can have Sandman, you obviously already have Alfred Molina returning. I mean, this has the potential to be possibly the greatest MCU movie, but hands down, it's going to be my favorite MCU movie.
It's going to be very close to Endgame, if not better.
Oh, yeah.
Like, if because you know how secretive they were about Infinity War and Endgame, even Endgame 2, because you can tell it was secretive because of the reaction from the audience, right?
Oh, yeah.
I think it has the same implications and the same type of reactions you will get like Endgame.
Yeah. And I mean, even with Endgame's marketing, like, you remember the trailer? I watched the trailer when people were talking about how No Way Home's trailer beat it and all that. the footage they show in that trailer is from like what the first 10-15 minutes of the movie. Like they don't show you anything past that. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if that's what the first No Way Home trailer was. Like him going to talk to Strange. That's probably like the first half an hour of the movie. Like hands down. Like that stuff's probably first half an hour. And the Doc Ock reveal might be the midpoint of the movie. There might be like an entire other half of that movie that we have no clues coming. And I'm for that. I'm 100% for that.
I'm curious to see how long this movie will be once they announce that.
Because
if it's close to 2 or 3, if it's close to 3 hours, I know it's going to be good.
I've seen a few leaks. Well, not leaks, but I've seen a few supposed leaks that it's somewhere around like the 2 hour and 34-minute mark, which is a long movie. But like,
yeah, it's worth it though.
I mean, I hope it's that long. I really do.
Me too. You can't fit everyone in just an hour and a half movie. This better be 2.5 hours or close to 3.
Yeah, and I mean that's like when we were talking about it privately, and Tyler's like, "Well, why don't you just post it? And why don't you post the pictures?" I was like,
"Ooh,
nah, man, I'm not getting involved in that." I was like,
no, you don't. You don't want anything.
I was like, when industry insiders are like, "Oh shit, I might have fucked up." Yeah, you don't. You don't bring it up.
Grab you real fast.
Yeah, I was like, okay, well, I'm not gonna post anything about it, but yeah. And I mean, we're a month out. I mean, literally 1 month and 7 days from now is Spider-Man, and God, I cannot tell you how happy I'm to have this job because I'm going to see a midnight premiere.
You have to, man.
I mean, I'm not gonna,
or even not even midnight. Just go Thursday because they sell tickets for like 6,
yeah,
7
for like
PM.
6, 7. Yeah, I'll probably go to one of those shows because there's.
I know.
I mean, I know you guys have been raking on me. You haven't seen Shang-Chi, you haven't seen Venom.
Well, it's all on Disney Plus now.
It's going to be on Disney Plus Friday, which is something that I wanted to talk about with you guys when Tyler was still on, but he went to eat tacos. How do you guys feel about a post-show little podcast on Friday? Like, nothing long, nothing like as long as a normal episode.
Yeah.
But Disney Plus is supposed to have a Marvel featurette thing that they're going to show a bunch of Marvel stuff, and then they're going to have a Star Wars one. So
because Obi-Wan drops on Friday, so they say.
Yeah, so I say we look at that stuff, we go over it, and then we do like our own little thing Friday afterwards. Like we come on, we talk about it for maybe half an hour.
I don't know if I'll be able to on Friday because I got something going on. Maybe Saturday.
Friday or Saturday. Yeah, it works either way.
Yeah. I'd be cool with that though. I'm down with that.
Yeah, we can talk about that stuff. It wouldn't be like a normal episode because I mean, we'd be talking a lot just about Disney Plus stuff. So
yeah, true.
But yeah, I mean, I'm gonna watch Shang-Chi on Friday. I'm gonna watch Shang-Chi this weekend. Like I said, the job happening. I'm gonna get paid in 2 weeks, so then that's when I'll probably go see Venom, and then the Eternals. I'll probably go see them in the same weekend.
Yep. Got to, man. Catch up.
And then I'm gonna be ready for Spider-Man. Like I've said it before. I know you guys know it. I know whoever listens to the podcast, regularly knows it. I'm a huge Spider-Man fan. Like that's my number one favorite superhero. And I mean, the fact that we're getting like an intermingled Spider-Verse mixed with like a Sinister Six movie is the coolest thing. I'm so ready for it. And I mean, they have enough people to have the Sinister Six. I mean, if you bring in Sandman and Electro, and then you bring in Green Goblin and Doc Ock, we already have Mysterio and Vulture from this universe. So, if they decide to like throw those guys on or whatever, then I'm for it. I don't care. I'm happy. I'm prepared. I'm prepared for whatever happens. And Tom Holland said something in an interview, I guess, on GameSpot, I think it was. Said that this Spider-Man is like, it's a messed up movie. Like it's something that you're gonna be a little upset watching because stuff is gonna happen. And I was like, oh well, I'm down for that, man. Like you don't have to advertise it anymore. It's cool.
You could have that same feeling that Infinity War gave, where they actually lost and you left like defeated.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay to lose like that in these movies. Like if you can go feeling away like that, you're heavily invested in these characters and in these stories emotionally.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not getting my hopes up because I'm stoked for it. So I'm just like, I'm down. I don't give a shit. I'll be there.
Yeah, I don't care what happens. I'm ready for it to be out. That's where I'm at right now. If we could just somehow have the next 4.5 weeks go by super quick, I'm down with that. But I think that's it. I do want to go ahead and point out from our question last week, we did end up posting the question that we asked on the podcast to each other over on our Spotify page. We asked, what's your go-to Thanksgiving food? We did have a response. Somebody named Christine, I guess Tyler told me that was my mom. I didn't know it was my mom. But she responded saying that it's very hard to choose. Ham. Yeah, that's probably my mom. My mom loves ham. So
that's awesome.
But it's cool. I mean, if you guys want to interact with us like that, you guys want to be featured on the podcast, we'll definitely go ahead and pull your guys' answers. We are being more active over on our Instagram now. We also have our Twitter page that you can go ahead and interact on. So if you guys ever feel the need to, ask us a question or respond to any of our posts, we enjoy that stuff. We enjoy bringing you guys on and having you guys be part of the podcast. We enjoy, promoting your interactions and stuff. It's a fun thing. It's what makes this worthwhile. Doing this with each other is fun and all, but we want to see what other people have to say. We want to get other opinions in on here, so that stuff's fun too. But I think that's it. Garcia, you have anything else?
No, man, that's it. Let's roll.
All right. Well, I think Tyler's eating, so I'm going to come up with a small question, I guess. Tyler can answer it wherever he wants. I'll post this question on our Instagram and Twitter pages, and then you can also go ahead and answer it on our Spotify page if you're listening to us on Spotify. Give me your favorite Christmas song.
Oh my gosh. What's yours?
My favorite Christmas song is Here Comes Santa Claus by Gene Autry. It's fantastic. I love it. It's a great song.
Damn, I don't have a favorite.
No?
No. I will. Let me look this up real quick. I'm looking it up.
My sister likes that, what is it? So It's a Wonderful Christmas Time. I think it's Elton John, maybe?
I'll tell you what, that gets me in that Christmas spirit, right? I mean, like, with my kids around and, like, taking them to go see lights and stuff. It's that old school Chipmunks music.
The old school Chipmunk stuff? That's cool.
The Chipmunk song, the Christmas Don't Be Late.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I like that song. Good song.
Yeah, or just all their songs Christmas related. I don't know what it is, man. As a kid, it's always stuck with me for the holidays. I mean, granted, other music is great, but it's always that, because it's the one time where, with my kids, I don't get them often for Christmas, but when I do, I always try to make it special, of course, but
yeah,
it's always that, man.
No, I hear you. I mean, we'll ask more Christmas related questions the closer it gets to Christmas.
Yeah.
Top five movies. What's your traditions? Stuff like that.
Got me stumped there, but that's a good one.
But without any question coming in, just something here at the end. We'll ask you guys what you think. We'll let you guys respond. But I think that's it. I think we're good. Are you anything else to say, Garcia?
Nah, man, we are good to go.
All right. Well, as always, we do want to thank you for tuning into the Most Okayest podcast. You can go ahead and find us on most listening platforms. Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Radio Public. We do want to thank Anchor for being the people that allow us to make our podcast. You guys are great. We love you so much. We also do want to thank the people who tuned in for the live stream over here on Twitch. You can always go ahead and be part of the live stream. Wednesdays at 6:30 Mountain Time is when we usually go live. If there are any changes to that, we do let you guys know over on our Instagram or Twitter pages, which are the Most Okayest podcast for Instagram and at Most Okayest on Twitter. But I believe that's it.